Hello, Rain here. So I wanted to quickly share my method for making money quickly in MSFS. So maybe this isn't the most effective way, but this is what's been working for me and what I think is going to be the best way when you're starting out in your career mode to start making some money. So we're going to jump over to the game. So when I do flights, and this worked leading up to getting the ability to purchase my own aircraft, but then it's way better once you purchase your own aircraft. So I got the Cessna 172 and I bought the cargo variant so we can do the cargo missions. The reason I did that is the cargo flights are typically a little longer and you get more money for flying longer. So because we're flying a bit longer, basically the trick I'm doing is you want to take the longer flight missions and then go into your controls. And if you go to controls here, you're going to search sim rate. Right, yeah, you can even just put in sim and it comes right up. So increase and decreasing sim rate, you can set that as something new, or you can do Alt R. So you press Alt R and then plus or minus on your keyboard on the number pad to increase or decrease the sim rate. What this allows us to do is instead of skipping parts of the flight to get to the end quickly, what we can do is get the plane up in the air, get on autopilot, and then use sim rate to speed up the sim to like 3 to 4 times speed. So now that 2-hour flight is maybe taking me like 30 minutes. All right, so now I'm gonna pull up a clip from the Twitch stream the other day and kind of show you what this looks like in the game. The plane is stabilized. Now I trust my autopilot, everything's good. So what you can do, because I don't wanna skip, again, we'll lose all that money. So what we can do is we're gonna increase the sim rate. So now you can see it looks like we're in a Super Hornet flying at close to the speed of sound, but really I'm still only going 100 knots. I'm still at Cessna speeds, but I've just increased the simulation rate of the sim, which is an option built into the sim. So what that's going to do now is I'm going to do this flight in like half the time. So it should be an hour flight or so. It's probably going to take us like 15 minutes. So I can make the same amount of money in like 15 minutes and do multiple flights in less time. All right, so there you can see, right? I'm speeding up the plane, I'm covering ground a lot faster, but I'm not actually skipping the mission. So therefore, I'm able to get all those bonuses for not skipping and all that stuff, but I'm still able to do this in a really reasonable amount of time. So what I want to do now, I'm going to show you kind of some of the earnings from a couple of flights. We'll go to the account history of my company here. I'll show you the first 2 missions I did after buying the Cessna. If you look at it, my total expenses was minus $60,000, but my total income after just 2 flights was $209,150. And mostly the expenses was because there was something broken on the plane when I bought it. It needed repairs. So if you look at my 2 missions I've flown, so they were light cargo transport missions, both of which I made $108,000 for the first one and $100,000 400 for the second one. So, and those were done that way, right? I didn't skip even the taking the cowl off, the engine covers off, or any of that. Just did the mission in full, except that once I was at altitude and the plane was on autopilot, I just sim rated, like I think I did 4 times or 5 times sim rate, so that flight barely took any time, landed, and then was able to get all that money as if I had spent 2 hours playing the game. So hopefully this helps. That's what's I think is probably the most effective early on way to make money in this game. I know later on you can get passive incomes, you can hire pilots to fly airplanes, planes and stuff like that, and I'm sure there will be more to making money quickly, but for early on in your career on the game, I think this works really, really well. So hopefully that helps, and thanks for watching.